Let me move on beyond the world of sports to the political stratosphere here because former President Donald Trump won comfortably over Nikki Haley in South Carolina primaries. Her support is dwindling before our very eyes. It's a foregone conclusion that he is going to be the GOP nominee for the presidency of the United States of America. And right now, regardless of what anybody is saying, despite 4 indictments, 91 counts against him, a recent civil suit where the plaintiff was awarded in excess of $400 million. Donald Trump, excuse me, not for over $400 million. It's a $354 million settlement. $354 million settlement. That's what they said. To be paid by Donald Trump and Donald Trump Enterprises. For all of this stuff to be going on against him and for him to still be the GOP nominee, it says a lot about where our country is. Now, some people would sit up there and say, well, you know what? That just shows how bad we are. No. It also shows how bad those folks think the rest of the country is. Because they look at our political apparatus, they look at our politicians on Capitol Hill, they look at the kind of things that are getting done, and they're saying they have an aversion to it. And when people want to sit up there and say he just caters to the white audience or whatever, well, Donald Trump wants to cater to whoever's going to get him votes. One thing he's proven is that he ain't prejudiced when it comes to taking from people from to get what he wants. He don't give a damn who gives it to him. If it's going to lead to him being victorious, he'll take it. He don't give a damn whether the person's green. And that's just the way it is. And whether it's MAGA Republicans or it's Republicans that don't pride themselves in being MAGA, but they have to act like they are because they're fearful of his impact on their constituency and how it will affect their futures in politics, it doesn't matter. He owns the Republican Party right now. He's going to be the nominee. Which begs the question, who's going to beat him? The Republicans and folks on the right have done a sensational job of highlighting the flaws, the struggles, the ageism associated with Joe Biden, our president. And they are making a strong case against him. And Joe Biden refusing to do an interview on Super Bowl weekend, I got to admit, makes you think something's wrong. And if you're thinking something's wrong and you're thinking that he's not going to have the capacity to last, and you're thinking that somehow, some way, there's going to be a new nominee for the Democratic Party and what have you, and we're going to learn about it at the Democratic National Convention, there's only 2 names that's going to prop up. It's going to be Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, or it's going to be Vice President Kamala Harris. We may not have wanted to ask those questions. We may not have fantasized or even envisioned that that was a possibility. Some people may still say it's not a possibility. Some people may say it is. But here's the one thing that is for certain. There's nothing certain about the Democrats right now. We know what the Republicans going to do. We know who their candidate's going to be. We know they're all in on him now. And those who are left out of the mix will get in line soon enough because they understand what's at stake. And their whole thing is about winning. You the Dems, what you going to do? Kamala Harris, can she be somebody that will curry votes and support from the Democratic side? Will she get enough people to the polls to say to hell with Trump? We don't want him in office. We want her. Can Gavin Newsom do that? Or are they going to just do whatever the hell it is that they can do to make sure that Joe Biden is in that position?